guys, it's me, Tracy of Raw Sweets, welcoming you into my kitchen for a super fun sugar cookie baking session. This recipe is the perfect recipe for parties, as gifts, and even the holidays. So let's get started. These are the ingredients that you're going to need. You've got flour, cornstarch, salt, butter, sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract. You'll also need your spatula and a whisk. So we're going to put together our dry ingredients first. First, you're going to put in 4 cups of flour, and you're going to sift it with a sifter so that you can get rid of any and all lumps that are in the flour. If you don't have a sifter, you can easily use a whisk and just keep stirring like so until you feel that you have gotten rid of all of your lumps. So once that's all done and lump free, you can go ahead and add in your 1/3 cup of cornstarch and your 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And then mix again. And once that is thoroughly mixed, you can put your dry ingredients on the side. I apologize for that. Okay, so now we're going to put our wet ingredients together. If you have a stand mixer, you want to use the paddle attachment. Reason being, the cookie dough gets thick and it gets harder for the machine to work, so you want to use the paddle attachment. We're going to use 1 cup of butter, room temperature. So this butter is still cold. I put butter in here already, so this is 1 cup or 2 sticks. You're going to go ahead, put that down. Again, if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, it's fine. Just use your hand mixer, okay? And you're going to make sure that that is nice and smooth in there. All right. Now you're going to grab your 1 cup of sugar and add that in. And also, while this is mixing, gradually add the sugar. Once that sugar is added, you're going to want to turn this up a little bit so it blends in quicker. Okay. Next, you're going to put in 2 eggs, but you want to put it in one at a time until one egg gets fully blended in there, and then after that's fully blended in, you're going to add in the 2nd egg. So there goes 1 egg. I'm going to turn it up a little. And here goes the 2nd egg. Now this is the time that you're going to want to scrape the bowl. So scrape the sides of the bowl as much as possible, even at the bottom. If you have a stand mixer, sometimes it misses things on the very bottom. So you really want to make sure you have mixed everything in there thoroughly and you've scraped everything down from the sides to the bottom. Go ahead, we're going to close that back up, and then we're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla. Alright, so here goes our vanilla. Now, I will show you what this looks like from now. So that you can see the consistency that is needed for the wet ingredients. Okay, so now that we have the wet ingredients, this is the consistency that you want. It's not too thick, not too thin, not too runny. It's just a perfect consistency. Kind of reminds me of, well, mashed potatoes. So, except mashed potatoes can be a little bit thicker. So this would be the runny mashed potatoes, okay? So that's the consistency that you want for your wet ingredients. Okay, so now that we've got our wet ingredients in there, we're gonna go ahead and grab our dry ingredients. We're going to give it a quick stir since it's been sitting there, and just a little bit at a time. We're going to grab anything that you can. It could be a cup, it could be a third cup, doesn't matter. You're just going to add it in slowly. So let's begin adding this in as slowly as we can. We don't want to make a huge mess. Okay, and every so often you want to scrape the sides of the bowl. Okay, that way everything gets mixed in evenly. It's all about being even and equally distributed so that you get a perfect cookie to come out of the oven. You don't want to bite into flour, just flour. Now if you feel like your machine is working a little bit harder than it should, you can always just turn up the speed. Turn it up and then put it back down to add your flour. That way your flour isn't going all in your face. So I'm just adjusting it as I go, just so my machine isn't overworking. We're almost finished adding in our dry ingredients. So I'm just going to go ahead mix in the rest of the dry ingredients. Nice and slow so that you don't get everything falling on you. Okay, so we're going to make this go a little bit faster. And then I'm going to stop it to scrape down the sides one more time. So one last time of scraping, and then you're going to go ahead and mix it one last time. All right, there we go. Nice and fast. Always clean up as you go. A lot less work in the end. Okay. So now we have the consistency that we need for this cookie dough batter. This, my friends, are sugar cookies. As you can see here, it's kind of like working with extremely soft Play-Doh. So this is the kind of consistency that you want for your sugar cookies. You've got a nice yellow hint, like a yellow tint to it, and it's also very easy to work with. Now, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is wrap it. Grab your plastic wrap. You're going to take all the cookie dough out. And it's going to be shaped into a nice ball right here. Put it in a nice ball like so. We're going to cover it up like this. Sometimes you need two layers of wrap. Sometimes you just need one. For this instance, I think I'm just going to do one more wrap. Now this can be put in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then you can go ahead and put it in the oven to bake after you put it in the shapes that you want, in which I do have other videos to show you on how to go ahead and roll out the dough using different cookie cutters, and then I also have another video on how to decorate the sugar cookie. So put this in the fridge for 30 minutes, or you can put it in the fridge overnight and bake it the next day. But that is how you make sugar cookies. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit subscribe, and I will see you at the next video. Thank you.